Hello, YouTube. ZiggyNo back with Sports Cards Daily. Today is Monday, November 23rd, and on this day in 1904, the first modern Summer Olympic Games closed in St. Louis. Pretty cool when you think about that. I had no idea. I think the Olympics have been in the United States a lot when you think about since 2000, 1904, and I think we have it coming back here. What in 26? Anyway, hobby news and chatter. Not a lot going on as far as new scoop to share with you, but I did find an article where they are showing the new CSG slabs. We'll go over that for you, get your thoughts, opinions, and comments. Today, Monday, you can catch History of Baseball Cards Part 4 from Baseball Card Collector, Investor, Dealer. Slab Stocks Live Q&A. I believe that's at 6 p.m. Eastern. It might be 5. Just check on the time there. Red Cape Sports Buy, Sell, Hold. Again, I think that's an evening. I think it's like 6 or 7 East Coast time, but check out Red Cape Sports. And then Minor League Mondays. Rye Dog normally drops his Minor League Monday info, which I'm a big fan of if you're a baseball prospector. What did you miss yesterday on Sunday in the hobby? Well, Flipping Steve was back with another NBA card investing video, and I just have to say, if you follow Flipping Steve, you should just follow him for his intros. Creative, great content, great insight. Vegas Finds did an Upper Deck Series 1 hockey break, shared some insight and thoughts around hockey and young guns to chase. Weekly sports card wrap up with Northeast Ohio, Neo. Jabs Family Controversy. Interesting video I'll share with you, and I honestly don't know much about it, but thought I'd share with the community and get your thoughts and feedback. Sports Card Nation with Nash Cards. Great collaboration I tuned into yesterday. 5 affordable Lebrons from Brennan Ruby. Great video giving you some insight on LeBron cards you can try to put in your collection. Slab Stocks FC for soccer. Great update talking about women's soccer. And how much should I pay for a card from Comeback Card Investor? Let's go ahead and jump on into the content here. So here we go, guys. Sports Collectors Daily. There's the new slab. Seems like everybody likes a slab of a Jordan, right? 9.5 CSG, centering, corners, edges, surface. Looks interesting. I don't know. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look. I don't know. I guess I have to see in person. Is that a white or clear plastic? Anyway, thought I'd share that with you guys. Get your thoughts. You'll get more information about how they hired people away from CSG or BGS and all the stuff's going on at CSG. So check it out. They should be accepting cards, I think, soon, if not already. As far as card content, started off with Flipping Steve. Did a great video, great introduction. I thought this was pretty interesting. So in the background, Steve normally does not do videos with the background, but he has here a Merino painting, which he got from Personal Finance Dad. Very, very, very cool. I have to say I'm a little envious, a little jealous. And you can listen in to hear more about Steve and Personal Finance Dad and his tips on sports cards. Gives some great insight on how the draft affected some of the positions and players he's after. Isn't really hyping anybody, just kind of gives you some of the insights on why he's making some of the buying decisions he's making. So really enjoyed Flipping Steve's video. Vegas Finds did a great video talking about Upper Deck, did a quick break, and talked about a player that people are chasing this year. I won't even try to slaughter his name, but he's a Rangers #1 pick overall. What I will say is that this is a product that I don't know much about hockey, but if you're in sports cards and you want to get into investing, this is a good product to buy. Buy Series 1 Upper Deck and just hold it sealed and resell it later on. Because I do think this is something that will go up. I'm not as big a fan of hockey, but it's something that I'm considering, right? Buying a couple boxes of this, holding on to it, because this Alexi Ranger dude could be pretty good, right? Could be fun. Next up, weekly sports card market update from Neo. Again, great information, similar to what Flipping Steve, different opinions, but similar in the sense he's giving you his insights on how the draft affected some players, and he gives you some insight on some of the trends, some of the players who are kind of coming back, raising their score, raising their prices in the hobby. So definitely follow that. He talks about, for example, Trae Young is a big one right now. Luka's price has been on the rise as well. And what does that mean? A lot of it's free agency moves, a lot of it's hype and speculation, but a great video and great breakdown using some graphs for you too. The Jabs Family Controversy. Okay, so I'll be honest. I just started following Brendan's baseball cards. Really like his channel. He does a lot of sealed products and talks about baseball card exchange. He posted something here about Jabs, and without going into this long story, apparently Jabs is his main breaker who broke a box of 72 I don't know, hockey, I think it was, and was upset about it and complained. And Brandon's comments are, he just seems this guy apparently complains a lot. Now, I will say, my comment was never heard of jabs, sounds like I'm lucky. A lot of shitty people in the hobby. Well, then I get like blasted here by this Laura person. Brandon is lying. This guy is full of shit. So apparently, I guess there's a lot of people who like Jabs. Now, you'll say if you go over to Jabs' page, they have like 70 something thousand subscribers. Like I said, I've not followed them. I don't know them. They look like they're a break site. So I thought it was interesting, but interesting controversy. Thoughts, comments, opinion? Next up, Sports Card Nation podcast. Great video here from John Newman doing his sports card podcast. Did a YouTube video interview with Chris Kelsley from Nash Cards. Really enjoyed this. Great conversation about grading. Chris talks about how he got into sports cards, what he does as far as buying and selling his store, what his store is doing, all the activities, all the business. He makes a comment. He's always busy. There's always something going on. He has a lot of things he wants to work on, but there's always something going on. Really enjoyed it. Love the insight. Love the conversation. Talking about slabs. Talking about different graders. PSA versus BGS. A whole shakeup. Just really good conversation with the two gentlemen here. Next up, 5 things. Affordable LeBron James cards. Brendan Ruby does a great job using market movers and kind of breaks down for you some of the LeBron cards. Talks about LeBron rookies, but shows you some cards that might be a little bit more obtainable if you're looking for your collection or your PC. Personally, I will just tell you from my perspective, I sell all LeBron cards that I get. The only LeBron cards I would hold would be rookie cards or one-on-ones. Everything else, I move pretty fast. I like rookie cards. That's my thing. So I love LeBron, and don't get me wrong, if I have LeBron, I'll definitely grade and sell them. But it's just not somebody I'm out PCing or collecting. So I did enjoy the video and some great insight there from Brennan. Next up, Slab Stocks FC. Now this time they're talking about women's soccer, which I thought was pretty interesting. I remember 2019, the women's won the World Cup. Got a lot of publicity, and I'm sure those cards did really well. It just has not been something that's ever popped on my radar. Same thing with women's basketball. It just has not been on my radar. After listening to this, it definitely made me think more. I will say I did go out a few weeks ago and bought a women's soccer sticker based on a friend's recommendation. I think her last name is Pug, P-U-G-H. And again, I'm a fan of soccer. I'm a fan of women's soccer. In fact, heck, the women's soccer team rocks, right, for the U.S. So I thought this was a great video and some great insight. He talks about Mia Hamm and how cheap Mia Hamm's autographs were last year and how they're finally catching up. But Mia Hamm, who doesn't know Mia Hamm? Last video I'll talk about today is Sports Card Investing 101. How much should I pay for a card? Interesting breakdown from Brad. Again, Brad, comeback card investor, shows you what he looks for when he's buying and selling cards. Shows you how he looks at some statistical data when he buys and sells cards. Some great takeaways. I think a great point is he's not trying to sell at the maximum value. He's just trying to sell at a profit, which I've always agreed with, right? If a card's at $2,000 and I can sell it for $1,800, I don't mind leaving $200 on the for the next guy. I get my $1,800. I'm still probably making a great profit. Now, if I bought it at $1,800, I'm not going to sell it at $1,800. But if I bought at lower and I'm making a lot of money, again, it's about taking profits here. And also, I think it's about good customer service, right? Not trying to maximize every penny you can off the next guy, but making a good sale so the guy comes back and buys from you again in the future. So really enjoyed the video, enjoyed the insight. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I want to thank everybody for your subscriptions, subscribing, your comments. It's been great. I'm really excited. We're coming up here to Thanksgiving this week. It's going to be I hope, a wonderful holiday for everybody. I hope everybody's very thankful and appreciative of everything they have. Remember, the hobby's for fun, guys. So if you're not having fun, try something different, right? Have a great day. Stay safe. Thank you. Subscribe if you haven't.